We're all still in shock. We're all still coming to terms with the sudden demise of top military officer General Bipin Rawat along with 12 others, including his wife, in the chopper crash that we broke here on India Today yesterday afternoon. This happened in Tamil Nadu's Coonoor. A wreath-laying ceremony will also be organized at the Madras Regimental Centre in Tamil Nadu's Wellington. The Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin, along with the state governor, will be paying their respects. The mortal remains of the Chief of Defence Staff, his wife, along with the 11 others who perished in this crash, will be brought to the national capital in a military aircraft this evening. On Friday, tomorrow, the mortal remains will be taken to the CDS's residence and people will be allowed to pay their last respects between 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow. After that, a funeral procession will be organized from Kamraj Marg to Brar Square crematorium in Delhi Cantonment. The cremation of General Rawat and his wife will take place in Delhi Cantonment. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh today will be addressing the Parliament. He's going to be giving a statement at around 11:15 on, in fact, the chopper crash that took the life of the CDS, his wife and 11 others yesterday.
A true patriot and a decorated soldier. General Bipin Rawat, India's first Chief of Defence Staff, is no more. General Rawat, wife Madhulika Rawat and 11 others died in a tragic crash in Coonoor, Tamil Nadu. The Indian Air Force announced their deaths hours after Mi-17 V5 chopper that was flying them to the Defence Service Staff College in Wellington came down near Nanjapacha Tiram. The cause of the crash is still not known. Residents of the nearby villages were the first responders.
Plane helicopter அப்படி வந்துச்சு ஒரே சவுண்ட் கருகுமுன்னு சவுண்ட் வந்தோடனே கீழே ஒரு மரத்தில் அடிபட்டு வரையிலேயே நெருப்புல வந்துச்சு. நெருப்புல வந்தோடனே இங்கே ஒரு பெரிய மரம் இருக்குது. அந்த மரத்தில் வந்து அடிபட்டோன்னே கீழே அப்படியே தட்டார்னு விழுந்தோடனே புகை வந்தோடனே ஒரே தீ.
The mortal remains of General Rawat, his wife and others killed in the crash are expected to arrive in Delhi by Thursday evening. General Bipin Rawat is survived by two daughters, Kritika and Tarini. Shaurya Chakra awardee, Group Captain Varun Singh is the only survivor. He is undergoing treatment at a military hospital in Wellington. The death of CDS General Bipin Rawat plunged the nation in shock. Prime Minister Narendra Modi chaired an emergency meeting of the Cabinet Committee of Security. The government will make a statement in Parliament tomorrow. President Ramnath Kovind, the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces of India, led the nation in paying tributes to CDS General Bipin Rawat. From Prime Minister Narendra Modi to Defence Minister Rajnath Singh to Home Minister Amit Shah. The country's political and military leadership paid their homage. India's prayers are with the victims of the tragic chopper crash. Bureau Report, India Today.
And let's get to a report now of exactly how things panned out yesterday, how the tragic chopper crash which took the lives of 13 people, including the Chief of Defence Staff, actually happened. This ill-fated Mi-17 V5 military chopper crashed in Coonoor at 12:20 p.m. yesterday, and this is how things unfolded.
9 a.m. An Indian Air Force Embraer aircraft carrying at least 9 people took off from Delhi for Sulu. 14 people were on board. That included CDS General Bipin Rawat, his wife Madhulika Rawat, Brigadier L.S. Leader, Lieutenant Colonel Harjinder Singh, Nayak Gursevak Singh, Nayak Jitendra Kumar, Lance Nayak Vivek Kumar, Lance Nayak B. Sai Teja and Havaldar Satpal. 11:35 a.m. The chopper made a stopover at Sulur Air Force Station in Tamil Nadu. 11:45 a.m. The Mi-17 V5 chopper took off for its next and final destination in Wellington, Coonoor. 12:20 p.m., the Mi-17 chopper crashed into a gorge in the jungle close to a tribal settlement near Katteri, 7 kilometers away from Coonoor and 10 kilometers away from Defence Services Staff College in Wellington. 1:40 p.m., news of Indian Air Force helicopter crash carrying Army Chief General Bipin Rawat broke out. The chopper was found in smithereens along the foggy hills of Coonoor in Nilgiris, Tamil Nadu. 1:45 p.m. 3 people with severe burn injuries were rescued by locals and taken to the hospital in Wellington Cantonment in Nilgiris district for treatment. 1:53 p.m. the Indian Air Force put out a tweet confirming the army chopper carrying CDS Bipin Rawat had crashed. An inquiry was immediately ordered to ascertain the cause of the incident.
Plane helicopter அப்படி வந்துச்சு ஒரே சவுண்டு கருகுமுன்னு சவுண்டு வந்தோடனே கீழே ஒரு மரத்தில் அடிபட்டு வரையிலேயே நெருப்புல வந்துச்சு. நெருப்புல வந்தோடனே இங்கே ஒரு பெரிய மரம் இருக்குது. அந்த மரத்தில் வந்து அடிபட்டோன்னே கீழே அப்படியே தட்டார்னு விழுந்தோன்னா புகை வந்தோன்னே ஒரே தீ.
2:11 p.m. It was hard for rescue and relief teams to access the accident spot. With the help of local tribals, the army managed to reach the forest area. Charred bodies were recovered from the crash site. At 2:30 p.m., at least 6 ambulance teams with 12 members each were rushed to the crash site. Out of 14 passengers, at least 13 were confirmed dead.
அப்புறம் அங்கேருந்து கிளம்பி விரைவாக வந்துட்டோம். மூமெண்ட்லேயே நாங்கள் இருந்தோம். ஸ்பாட்டில் டப்புன்னு அங்கேருந்து ஓடி வந்து இடையில வந்துட்டு எங்கள் 5-6 வண்டி வராது. வழி இல்லை. ஒரு காட்டுக்குள்ளே இருக்குது. நடந்து வந்தோம். ஒரு 2 கிலோமீட்டர் நடந்து வந்தோம். வந்து விரைவாக வந்து செயல்பட்டனால 2 பேரும் நாங்கள் காப்பாற்றினோம். ஆனால் இப்போ எப்படி இருக்காங்கன்னு தெரில. ஒருத்தர் வந்து 90% தீக்காயம், இன்னொருத்தர் வந்து 45%.
At 3:30 p.m. in Delhi, the Defence Minister briefed the Prime Minister on the crash. The situation was being monitored closely. Later, Rajnath Singh and Army Chief General M.M. Naravane visited General Bipin Rawat's residence in Delhi.
Defence Minister, as he gets down the car, a strict security cordon is being maintained right here outside the residence to ensure that there is no chaos.
As hours passed, hope began to fade. And at 6:03 p.m., the Indian Air Force officially announced General Bipin Rawat, Mrs. Madhulika Rawat, and 11 other persons on board died in the unfortunate accident.
General Bipin Rawat was the first Chief of Defence Staff in India, and this tragic chopper crash in Tamil Nadu has left a vacuum in India's topmost military ranks. Hours after General Rawat's demise, the Cabinet Committee on Security chaired a meeting at the Prime Minister's residence on Wednesday. The forces are also analysing who will take over now the CDS post. Before General Rawat's appointment, it was discussed that all serving chiefs, vice chiefs and commanding-in-chief level officers of the 3 services were eligible for the CDS post. General Bipin Rawat was finally appointed on the basis of seniority on 1st January 2020. Now, if you look at the current ranks, Army Chief General M.M. Naravane is the senior most among the tri-services chiefs.